just now you mentioned the strong role that the Pakistan army plays in the domestic politics and the fact that it was instrumental in carrying out these terrorist attacks. You have followed the politics of Pakistan for quite some time. You have been a High Commissioner, Indian High Commissioner there. The way Pakistan army acts or takes decisions, it's obviously not in the interests of Pakistan, but it continues to act in a certain way. Why do you think Pakistan army behaves like that? What do you think is the strategic culture or beliefs, value frameworks of Pakistan army that prompts Pakistan army to behave in a certain way? And how do we understand the recent Pahalgam terror attack through the lens of Pakistan's strategic culture?
So, Sanjay, as you probably know, but some of your viewers and listeners may not know, that when British India was divided into India and Pakistan, Pakistan got 17% of the land area of the erstwhile British India. The overwhelming bulk of the land area was with India. But because the people in the old British Indian Army were given the choice of which country they will join, Pakistan got 33% of the army of the former British Indian Army. So 17% of the land area, but 33% of the army. Because there were so many soldiers as well as officers who were Muslim, and they decided that they would join the Pakistan army, they would join Pakistan, etc. So there has always been this mismatch in Pakistan. And as a result of that, the Pak army has always played an inordinately important role in their domestic politics. Not only would certain Pakistan army chiefs actually take over power, and there have been many of them, like Ayub Khan, followed by a whole lot of other people, right down to General Musharraf more recently. So that is one way that they would take charge of politics in Pakistan. But there is also another way in which they have been operating, and that has been very apparent in recent times, which is from behind the scenes, without actually being in office, holding the office of president or chief executive or whatever. They have been in a position where they could call the shots by ensuring a certain political outcome of their general elections. So just to give an example, when they wanted Mr. Nawaz Sharif out, they could get him out before he completed a full 5-year term, even though he was elected with a huge popular vote and mandate. Then you had Mr. Imran Khan, who won a huge popular mandate, but in 3.5 years, the army could engineer his ouster and got in another dispensation, the current one, headed by Mr. Shehbaz Sharif. So this is basically the culture in which Pakistani politics operates. Many people in India, especially ordinary people who may watch your YouTube videos, etc., do not understand this, that politics in Pakistan is not the same as politics in India. When we elect person A as the Prime Minister of India, there's a clear way of doing it. He or she gets a complete majority and then has all the decision-making powers that there are in our country. It's not the same in Pakistan. They might have an elected Prime Minister, but he or she doesn't call the shots. It's the Pakistan army chief who is number one in their political setup. Even though they are not in power or in office, they are able to call the shots. And that is exactly what is happening. A quick word about the Pakistan army culture. You see, because the Pakistan army plays such a tremendously important role in Pakistani domestic issues and politics, Pakistan is not an economic development state. It's a national security state. And when we call it a national security state, what it means is that the priority always goes to national security, and there is much less importance paid to things like economic and social development, which is the number one priority of any government in India, for example. So Pakistan is this national security state where national security is the utmost and highest priority. Everything else takes much lower priority. And therefore, the Pakistan army feels that it can only get its preeminence when there is a sort of national security crisis around it.